What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today we've got the stay there. 8 players cricketers were afraid to sledge by the one and only Simply Tumor. Hey, let's check it out. Let's go. Wait, fuck, that's a bit loud. My bad. Predictions. Hold on, let me just fast forward because that intro. Look, I'm sorry, Simply Tumor. I mean, I'd be afraid to sledge someone like Andrew Simons. You know, he was like 6'10". He was about 300 kilos and would beat the shit out of me. So, yeah, definitely wouldn't have sledged him. Matthew Hayden wouldn't have sledged him either. Fuck that. I wouldn't have sledged Dale Steyn because then he would have just bowled bouncer after bouncer. Same with Mitchell Johnson. So, hey, let's check it out. Now let's go.
In the rather competitive sport of cricket, sledging has become a part and parcel of the game.
Facts.
Most teams prefer using mind games to get an edge over the opposition team. We know there are several one-off incidents like Sachin Tendulkar and Olunga, Prasad and Sohail. But of course, Sachin doesn't usually care when the bowler
because he's a gun.
sledges him. He just focuses on his game. But there are a few players who people usually don't try to sledge because they know that.
Well, and then there's players like Sachin who will let the bat do the talking.
If
and Ricky
Ponting,
who used to get sledged a lot.
They would turn on their beast mode and
Can you guys hear that? I really hope you guys can hear this right now. What the fuck? There's like a plane driving over my head.
surely
Let's just continue.
Today at Simply Chuma, we are here with a list of players that cricketers were or are afraid to sledge. Dennis Lillee, the most prolific fast bowler of all time.
Okay.
Lillee has been one of Australia's premium fast bowlers. He picked up 355 wickets at an average of 23 in tests. He was known as the player who...
Damn, look at the headband. Cricketers need to start bringing this back. I seen Tom Curran was wearing it. People in India did not like it because he was bowling shit. I like it. Bring back the headband. Hashtag bring back the headband. Except for Ben Stokes, I hope he never wears it.
He was the one who would sledge. But if somehow someone sledged him, he would bowl the most deadliest bouncers that were aimed right at the skull of the batsman.
Yeah. He gave no fucks. Seriously.
Wahab Riaz. Wahab Riaz is a talented Pakistani bowler.
Oh, for fuck's sake. They're going to bring up the time that the Australians sledged him and then he bowled, he took like 5 or 6 for against us. That's what I'm saying.
He never always showed his potential. But when he got riled up because of a sledging incident or something like that, he would bowl like there was no tomorrow. There are several incidents like this in the PSL, but most important was his fiery spell against Australia in the World Cup.
Damn it!
It was a clear example of his fierce nature.
I knew they'd bring that up.
Viv Richards. In a county match in England, Greg Thomas was bowling to Richards, and he got a few to
Wait,
win.
what? Did they say this man's name is Greg Thomas? Is that where the name, like the dip, hummus came from? From this guy? Did he create hummus?
In a county match in England, Greg Thomas was bowling.
Greg Hummus! What a name.
Richards, and he got a few.
You know what? You guys don't call me Liam Clarke. Call me Liam French Onion Dip. New name. Liam French Onion Dip.
After Richards played and missed another one,
oh boy.
Thomas said to him, "It's red, it's round, now effing hit it."
Woo!
This obviously angered Richards, who proceeded to hit the next ball out of the ground. Richards retorted, "You know what it looks like. Now go and get it." Richards played
that is the greatest sledge.
Cricket at a time when fast bowlers were at their fiercest best, and most of the balls were directed towards your head or chest. But he never wore a helmet, and he usually never spoke much. He in fact answered most of the sledgers with his bat. Even the bully Australians decided to stop sledging him after a few years.
Yeah, because he would just get... Viv Richards, like, obviously I wasn't old enough to watch him, because I wasn't born in 1950, but he was obviously someone. If you fired him up, he's like a Virat. If you start sledging Virat, he'll go and make a ton. You sledge Sachin or Ricky Ponting or even Rahul Dravid or I'm trying to think of some other people who I can remember. Steve Smith as well. So that, you know, there's some people you don't want to. You don't want to.
One more West Indian in this list. Brian Lara is calm and calculated.
Thanks.
But when in song, he is an untamed beast. And if there is someone who sledges him, he unleashes that beast within. And boy, isn't that beast the most graceful? Remember the time when Pakistani spinner Kaneria sledged him? Lara just took him out of the attack in a single over.
Ooh, cop that, mate. Don't talk shit to the king.
Yuvraj Singh. Another left-handed batsman gets a mention here.
Is that when Stuart Broad sledged him and then he went and hit 6
One is from India. Yuvraj Singh is easily the most elegant striker of the ball cricket has ever seen. His 12-ball 50 is still the fastest 50 in T20 internationals ever, which had the famous 6 sixes in an over. And that too was a culmination of a spat that he had with Flintoff in the previous over.
Oh, Freddie!
The only difference between him and Lara is that he answers with both his mouth and the bat.
Yeah, that's true.
A deadly combination.
Very deadly. You're very right, Simbly Shimmer. What's happening?
Mitchell Johnson.
Oh, here we go!
Australian fast.
One of my predictions has come true.
Bowler who finds a place in this list. Mitchell Johnson is one of the best pace bowlers cricket has ever seen.
Fuck yeah.
Like many Australians, Johnson too sledges a lot, but usually doesn't get sledged. But in the off case of him being sledged, Johnson uses all his power to bowl those toe-crushing Yorkers or head-smashing bouncers. Javed Miandad. Miandad is the greatest batsman Pakistan has ever produced. But he's one cricketer whose heart was on his sleeve. He immediately gave it back and he became the best version of himself when he got sledged or angry. But many never stopped sledging him because there was always the chance of getting an attacking player out.
Yeah.
Especially the Australians who used to sledge him a lot.
Damn, we're such a sledging country.
Kohli.
The king.
Clarke once told the Australian
Hey, there's my dad. Hey, my dad made a feature. That's cool.
Bold not to sledge Kohli. This was during India's tour of Australia. Kohli is one of the modern-day batting legends who's extremely passionate about the game, and he cannot control his emotions that easily.
This when
So it's rather easy to rile him up.
Oh,
but
with Tim
if
Payne.
he gets riled up, you will still see the classic cover drive. Just that the ball will reach the boundary 2 times faster. Even the West Indies, while touring in India, got a glimpse of why not to sledge or rile up Kohli the wrong way. One time, Dean Jones said, "Don't sledge Virat Kohli and MS Dhoni. It's like oxygen to them." And rightly so.
Yeah, it's very true. And I can't remember what series it was. I think it was the 2019 series where India was in Australia. And Virat had just made a century and he did the celebration where he held up his bat and he did the little mouth talking next to his bat, so let the bat do the talking. And that's when I knew that we should never sledge Virat again.
What do you think of this video?
Hey, what I think of the video? I think it was a terrific video. Simbly Chuma. Shout out to them. Of course, original links are always in the description. Simbly Chuma, man, they are coming with some elite content recently. They're killing it. So shout out to them, of course. But hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.